Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here, and I'm back for another quick crafty video. Well, I say quick, but like, you know what I'm like. So I have, it's Saturday the 29th of May. Brian's here, so like Saturday the 29th of May, and we both went to the charity shop, and you know, these little beauties kind of fell into my bag. Brian bought just as big a stack of books, if not bigger. So I just thought I'd share with you the little wonders and little finds, and kind of explain why I bought them, etc. So anyway, so without further ado, well, people keep saying that, without further ado. What do you do about it? And without further ado, let's get on with it. Sorry, I had to take a drink. It was an inconvenient time to take a drink. So let's start at the very beginning, because according to Julie Andrews, it's a very good place to start. I've used that joke before, but one thing I like to pride myself on is my ability to recycle. So recycle, reuse, and reduce. So rinse and oh, sounds like tights. Rinse and reuse tights. You just have to rinse the gusset. Oh, don't start with that, Brian. Nobody wants gusset mentioned in a video. Right. Anyway, so this is a little book. It was $4.99 apparently. It's a Colin's little gem book, and Colin's gem book, and I've got this already, but it's a lovely little book. It's good for like foraging and that sort of thing, things that taste nice and that sort of thing, and what you can use them for. And it's like British countryside foraging. So I didn't want to cut mine up. So what I wanted to do was just have one that I could cut up and use, because I really like the book. It's got nice little like illustrations in, as well as photographs. So I found this and I just thought, oh, that was meant to be. I'll have that. Food for free for 50p. Oh, blimey, it rhymes. Food for free for 50p. Yeah, so I bought that, and it's better than $4.99, isn't it? It says, a fantastic feast of plants and folklore. Duh, duh, duh. So, and moving on. So that's the reason why I bought that.
Folklore never picked Mother Day, otherwise your mother will die.
Apparently we've been picking we're doing some eco dyeing, and Brian said, oh, we can't pick that, it's called Mother Dye. I've never heard of that. Never in a million years. I've known it as cow parsley, but apparently it's called Mother Dye, like a colloquial name for it. Anyway, so yeah, it's only a little book. It's 4.5 inches by 3 1/4. I was trying to think what one of those lines are on here. 3 1/4. Brian Worcester's here. Hello, Worcester. Good boy. You've been a bit pacey today. Is there a storm due? That might be the reason why he's been pacey. There might be a storm due. You coming up? You coming to show your beautiful nails to people? No? You coming up? Coming up? Put your nails on there. Did we buy this book? Look at this book, people. It's only 50p. It's food for free. That's not how you speak, is it? No. Brian does his voice, so. Good boy. Okay, I'm trying to do this video. Do you want me to get on with the video and then come and give you a fuss? Does that sound like a good plan? Yeah? Okay. I'll see you in a bit then. Alright, so. Food for free for 50p. Brian Worcester, whatever his name is. Worcester's gone. Brian's still here. Brian's giving me a dirty look now, without his tongue out. So, this little book I bought. It's not terribly old, I don't think. Well, no, you can tell it's not terribly old. I bought it because the pages are beautiful. They're like, you know, crinkly Bible pages, and like, you know, I was brought up in a religious family, and cutting up a Bible, like, you know, I feel like I might suddenly combust, so I don't. So, but they've got. I hope you can hear that crinkly. That was a bit of ASMR for you. So yeah, it's just a little book. It's got quite a nice cover on it. Don't think it's terribly old. I know it's Oliver Twist, which the story is old. The story is old as time. I think there's a song in that as well. I don't want to sing that. This edition was published in 1985, so it's, you know, I was going to say it's not terribly old, but that's like a long time ago now, isn't it?
Not as old as us, but it's still getting on.
A tale as old as time. Yeah, let's not sing that. I've got that in my head now. 1985 was
A long time ago.
35 years ago. Oh, it is quite old. Okay. 85, 36 years ago. Yeah, 36 years ago. Yeah, quite old then, isn't it? Really. So if it was a person, it'd be old enough to have children,
And grandchildren.
maybe even grandchildren. Yeah. Anyway, so and this little book, this is not old. This is a fairly new book. Don't know when it's from, but there's a little inscription in here that it was bought in Bowness in April 2014. But the reason why I liked it is it's got some very retro-looking pictures in it, also along with some really nice recipes. So these little like retro images that I really liked. So chocolate. I'm not a fan of chocolate cake, you know. To be fair, not a fan of chocolate-flavoured things. Except for Tim Tams, but yeah, not a fan of chocolate flavoured things.
Chocolate bars.
I like real chocolate, but not chocolate flavoured cakes and stuff. Anyway, macaroons. I just liked these images. Just look very retro, and you know, it was only 50p, so it was a bargain. Although every time I say it's only 50p, by the time I add up all of the things in my home, you know, I probably could have bought a luxury mansion by now. Yeah, and the recipes in there's some really nice little recipes. There was one that I really liked that reminded me so much of my grandma, and I don't know whether I can find it now, because the pressure's on, isn't it, to find it, and it's never good when you're trying to find something. So, oh, it's in here. Seed cake, caraway seed cake. My grandma used to make this, so she'd make it as a loaf rather than little cakes. Used to make this as a, sorry, I've just said she used to make this as a loaf, but she used to make this every weekend, and it was absolutely delicious. I remember having it, like vividly remember having it with a cup of tea, and even as a child feeling like I was grown up. So anyway, caraway seed cake. I do, and I've made it since as an adult, and I love it still. So next we move on, and this is the Pickwick Papers. This is another Dickens book. What the Dickens? And again, this really crinkly, like very thin pages, these. And it's not very old. I think it's 50s or something like that. Yeah, something. It says 1950. That's a double volume in 1950, but it might even be earlier than that. It just doesn't have a dust cover, so that's what they're called, isn't it? Dust jacket, dust cover. So yes, so nice little book, nice pages. They go even nicer when they've been coffee dyed, and they go like, you have to be really careful though, or tea dyed, because they kind of, when they're wet, they're really, really delicate. Then there's this book. Now this has seen better days. This, in fact, it's a two-parter. But see, like I say, my jokes are old and they are recycled. So, yeah, like I say, it's not old because it's got a barcode on the back. Barcode started coming into the UK in about 1985, so it's not. Oh, it's not. So this is a 1995 edition. The reason why I bought it is the pages are like thumbed. They're a bit manky. So if you don't know what the term manky is, it means a bit.
Probably best.
Yeah, it's probably best that you don't. It means it's a bit What's another? How would you define manky?
Well used.
Well used. Yeah, and a bit scuzzy, which again is another word that you're not going to know if you don't know manky. Look it up. Yeah, ask Alexa. Although she didn't come on for me, but there you go. Anyway, so it was just another. It was 99p for that. I know it's quite a lot of money, but look at all those pages in there. So next thing is I had a little nut tree. Now this book was 10 pence, and the only reason, so the book is not terribly exciting. The book will just get used and it'll get covered up. You know, pages aren't very exciting. I just absolutely loved the dust jacket, and I thought, you know what, for 10p, it's worth buying. It was 18 shillings when you bought it, when it was bought originally. So I just thought, for 10 pence, you can't go wrong, can you? So that's that one. Then there's this one. Now this one was spotted by Brian, and then he said, "Oh, I think it's French." And then we realised it was German, and then I got all excited because I'm learning German. And he said, "Well, do you want it?" And he gave it to me for me to buy. So it's a German little book. I don't know anything about it. I mean, I'll look it up and everything, but again, I loved the dust jacket because it's just gorgeous. It's very of its period, a bit like those two are a bit very similar of their period. So I don't know what their period is, but and a period being a moment in time rather than a full stop, because in the UK we call them full stops. We don't call them periods. If you have a period, that's like a whole other thing. Changing the subject, moving back. This I liked because I liked the little images in it, and I can use it in some way. I quite like rats and mice, and I used to have a rat myself, but this is not caring for rats, is it? This is hamsters, gerbils, rabbits and mice. Oh, rabbits, mice and guinea pigs. So it's got everything but rats in it. Yeah, no rats in it. But I liked the little images. They're nice little drawn images, so and again, pictures of its time. A tale as old as time. It's a good job I'm not singing it, isn't it?
If you can't trip it off the tongue, don't say it.
Yeah. So this is 1981. So again, like the images of that time. So that again was in the 10p section. So 10 pence. Then there's this. Okay, so this is a French. Sorry, it's a new French dictionary. But it's not. It's because it's old. 1971, I think. Yeah, there or thereabouts. Yeah, 1971. Anyway, again, nice pages, and it's always nice to have dictionaries, especially if they are other. So this is in. So these are French words, I think, translated to English, but I don't know. I've just had a sudden waft of it smells like oh, hang on, what's that? Is that the front bit? You wish you hadn't tuned in now, don't you?
The dictionaries usually have.
There's a front bit and the back bit.
Yeah, that's because they usually have. If it's in French, it's usually French to English, and then the back will be English to French.
Oh, right.
Most dictionaries tend to do that.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, there's two halves of it, and hopefully you heard what Brian explained, because my mind just went. I don't read. Yeah, when he started talking, my mind was going. That white noise that you get. So then there's this. Okay, this was again 50 pence, but it's about India, and I just liked it. I have a bit of a fascination with India. I liked some of the imagery. I liked the natural aging to the pages, and there's like, you know, different areas, etc. And it's just a nice book. The next language I think I'd like to learn is Punjabi. It's an old book because it's got old. It's advertising. American Express offers traveller's checks built for two. Traveller's checks built for two. It's got some nice pitting in it, and it's. I don't think it's not terribly old. 1993, but you know that's quite old these days, like I say. But I just liked it. I really liked it. So I'm gonna Dave, don't pile larger books on top of smaller books, because that is going to go horribly wrong. Okay, so move those out of the way. Then, so actually I found this one first, so let's look at this. We found this one, and then I found the other Indian book, and this is Indian cooking, again, 50p, and it's got that kind of oldie feel to it. You know, the dust jacket's gone a bit pitted. In fact, actually, that looks like the Matrix. So, and don't know when it's from. Copyright 1974. Doesn't say anything about further 10th edition 1983. But I like some of the images in it, and I like the interesting, you know, things to cook. What was that? Tandoori lobster. Tandoori crawfish. Gumbo was tonight we're gonna. Yeah. Don't want me to sing that. You don't want me to sing the Carpenters. I don't remember it all anyway. So, but like look at those. Like, I'm sorry, but every photo from this era, the images didn't ever look very appealing because it all looked a bit yellowy brown. So. So everything is brown. So even the okra is brown. So, I don't. What's the song called? Anyway. Any road up. Sorry for the musical interlude. So yeah, I just liked it. It's an old book. It's printed in Italy, ironically. Yeah, no like particular reason other than I really like the images, and I like Indian food, and you know, I'd like to learn Punjabi. So it kind of all fell together. And then this is the final thing. It's the final thing. Yeah. But what I did was I was in the shop and I was looking through and I was like, oh, I've got this quite, and then I was like, what's that? And in here I bought it because this was in it. So this was 99p, and this is basically, it's a vehicle inspection thing. So it's a bit like an MOT certificate in the UK, but it's for a 1968 Jaguar. Recorded mileage 5. It must be 5,000. It can't have done 5 miles in. This was tested in 1977, so it must have done more than that. So, but I liked the fact that it was from 1977, and it's just been folded up, left in there, and it's a bit of real, genuine ephemera. But this is another. This is the thing. I didn't really open this. I was like, I just saw that and thought, I want that for 99p. So I had it. I can't really show you this because it's one of them foldy out things. It's a map thing. Folds out like a map. So it's got a map on it, and it's got all of the Scotland of old. It's got all of the clan details on. So, but that's not the reason I bought it. I bought it for that. I thought I could, you know, cut this up. Somebody from a clan will be like, oh, what is doing what with it? Yeah, so dolphins can hear them. So yeah, I don't know its age. It'll probably say on the map, but like on the map or the thing. like I say, I've not really opened it. Wasn't really interested. So anyway, so that's it. So that's my little haul. So what have it cost me? What? Well, that was £1, so that was 50p. That's so £1, £2, £2, £3, £5. Sorry, my maths is going. £5, £6, £7, £8 and 20p. So yeah, £8.20, and I have.
Check and verify.
Yes. Yeah, I need somebody to check my maths. So I used to be very good at maths, but now I kind of go, yeah. So anyway, I thought that was quite a good little haul for £8.20. I'm really excited. I'm going to have a play now. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Dash of Dave, also known as Crafty Moose. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't liked this video, then please don't give it a thumbs down. But no, please feel free to leave a comment. I always reply to your comments, maybe not straight away, but like as soon as I can. And I'm going to leave you in the same way as I always do, and that's by saying I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. So I shall love you and leave you. You have a great evening, morning or afternoon or whatever time it is with you, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Send you lots of love and lots of hugs. And I'm off. Take care. Bye.